Hi foodies! Super Bowl week is coming up, and while the game itself is happening down in Santa Clara, a huge part of the experience actually starts here in San Francisco. This city has hosted Super Bowl events before. It's where a lot of fans stay, and it's where many of the pre-parties, brand events, and sightseeing happens before everyone heads to the stadium. So if you're arriving early, before the crowd fully takes over, this is the perfect San Francisco itinerary to kick off your Super Bowl trip. First, we're starting at one of the most famous landmarks in the world. Next, we're heading to San Francisco's most visited waterfront areas, grabbing a classic San Francisco meal with dessert you can't skip, and ending in the heart of downtown San Francisco.
So here is the magnificent Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco.
The Golden Gate Bridge isn't just a San Francisco icon, it's one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. Completed in 1937, this bridge was once considered an engineering miracle. It connects San Francisco to Marin County and stretches about 1.7 miles across the Golden Gate Strait. One of the things that make the Golden Gate Bridge so special is how different it looks depending on the weather. Sometimes it's completely clear, other times it's covered in fog. And honestly, if you're lucky, that fog is part of the San Francisco experience. During major events like the Super Bowl, this is one of the first places visitors come, so hitting it early means fewer crowds and better views. On the last stop to the Golden Gate Bridge from the San Francisco side, there's a rest stop and a parking lot here that you can park your car and actually walk across the bridge if you like to. The Golden Gate Bridge is 1.7 miles long, so it takes about 35 minutes on average to walk its entire length. Keep in mind that if you want to walk the full length of the bridge and then walk back to your starting point, that's a distance of 3.5 miles, roughly around 70 minutes of walking. As you can see here, at this stop, there is actually a gift shop, a small little cafe, restrooms, and areas where you can fill up your water. Next up is the Fisherman's Wharf, one of the most visited areas in all of San Francisco. This waterfront district dates back to the city's early fishing industry, and today it's become a major tourist hub with piers, seafood spots, souvenir shops, and waterfront views. The sea lions over at Pier 39 have become a surprise attraction of their own, and you'll almost always see visitors stopping here for photos. Let's take a look at some of the fun and wacky stores here in the Pier 39, or also known as the Fisherman's Wharf. Now, Fisherman's Wharf definitely has a reputation. Some people love it, some people avoid it. But for first-time visitors, especially during big events like the Super Bowl, it's kind of unavoidable. This is Boudin Bakery. And if there's one food stop that's synonymous with San Francisco, it's this. Boudin has been around since 1849, and they're famous for their sourdough bread, which uses a mother dough that's been maintained for generations. Their most popular item is the clam chowder served inside a sourdough bread bowl. And this is one of those things that's more about the experience than just the food.
Hi. Can I get the half sandwich bowl of soup with the bread bowl? And for the sandwich, I'll get the roast beef, please.
Roast beef and the soup you want
Sorry, the clam chowder.
with the bread roll?
Excuse me?
Soup in the bread?
Bread bowl, yes. Bread bowl. Welcome to Boudin Bakery. You're very popular near Pier 39. A very popular destination, always packed, especially during the weekends, super full. So if you want to come here, make sure you grab a seat, have a friend grab a seat first, and then have a second person go take the orders. My personal recommendation is to get the combo, where it's the half soup or half salad. And for me, I got the half soup and half sandwich. You only add a few dollars to get the bread bowl. It's like a $150 additional charge to get a bread bowl. Definitely get the bread bowl. You feel like you get more substance. It's worth your money more. First, let's try the roast beef sandwich. Here is the roast beef. It's pretty basic, but it is in their classic sourdough. A little bit of roast beef, as you can see, and just some lettuce and tomatoes and onions. Here's the squish test. Okay, looks pretty good. First bite. They put some kind of spread in there. It's kind of like a mayonnaise type of spread inside of the sandwich. The sourdough is really fresh, really tasty, really crunchy. The beef is pretty good. Overall, it's kind of nice. It's a little bit of wet, which is good. It's not very dry. If you like sourdough bread, this is a classic. This is a must try here in San Francisco if you like sourdough bread especially. Here is the soup bowl, the bread bowl. There you go. A lot of potatoes and some clams available. And you get the bread on top and the bread on the side. Let's take a taste test of the clam chowder. I'll try to get a bit of clam and mushroom, clam and potato at the same time. There's a pretty good bite right here. It's creamy, savory. Potato is soft, very good. The clam is nice. I had a little bit of texture in it. Very good. Not overly salty, not overly creamy. It feels like it's just the right amount. And of course, you gotta take some of the sourdough bread that you get, rip a piece of it, and dip it into your clam chowder. Nice, fluffy, soft, very good. You guys want to know a secret hack? There's the clam chowder. There's the sandwich that we got. Dip some of that bread into the sandwich. Ooh, you got that crunchy texture. You get that smooth, you got that creamy on the bread. That's the secret. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that makes it better, so much better. You get the fragrance of the spread, and you got the wetness of the cream and clam chowder. Very good.
Is it the cheapest meal in the city? No, but if it's your first time here, this is one of those you should try it at least once place. During Super Bowl week, this place will have long lines, so doing this before the rush is the move. After something savory, you can't come to San Francisco without doing desserts, and this is another historic stop. Ghirardelli Square was once home to the original Ghirardelli chocolate factory. Today, it's a landmark filled with shops, views of the bay, and of course, chocolate. Really close to Pier 39, only about 20 minutes walk, or a quick public transit will get you there. Whether you go for a hot fudge sundae, chocolate shake, or just ice cream, this is one of the most popular dessert stops in the city. Like everything else near the waterfront, this spot gets incredibly busy during major events, so coming early lets you actually enjoy.
Here's a hot mini fudge sundae at the Ghirardelli Chocolate. There's actually two locations here at the Ghirardelli Chocolate Square. The first is at the entrance where you can get your ice cream. It's a smaller shop. And they also opened a second one here, much bigger. You can also buy chocolate, additional things here in this chocolate shop. And additional to, of course, the sundaes. And there are many actually varieties of really cool sundaes you can choose. Just got the mini one. You guys ready to do a taste test? Alrighty, and here's a taste test of the hot fudge sundae. Let's do the cherry. It's good as always. They even give you a piece of chocolate. So you do get a piece of the Ghirardelli chocolate. There's like a caramel one. Pretty good. Surrounded by cream. Now let's try to dig into the sundae. There it is. Oh yeah. That hot fudge, the ice cream, definitely hits the spot after a walk, after a tired, crowded area around San Francisco. Getting some dessert is always a must. It's flavorful. It's creamy. The chocolate is very nice. The ice cream is amazing. This is well worth it. Really good rest at the Ghirardelli Chocolate Square, aka also the Ghirardelli Chocolate Factory right here. And they also do the chocolate experience. You gotta ask them when they'll have it, but they actually do a chocolate experience where you can try the different kinds of Ghirardelli chocolate available, and they'll give you some samples. Yeah, it's a great time to be with your family, especially during travels. Really worth visiting. It's a must if you are in the San Francisco area and near Pier 39. Come to the Ghirardelli Chocolate Factory for a sundae and have some ice cream, or just get a coffee. All right, now I'm gonna finish this and enjoy this.
To wrap up today, we're ending in Union Square, one of the main hubs of San Francisco. Union Square has long been the center of shopping, hotels, and events in the city. During Super Bowl week, this is likely where many visitors will stay or pass through. You've got major hotels, shopping along Powell and Post Street, and easy access to public transportation, which makes this a convenient base if you're attending events in San Francisco before heading down to Santa Clara. And just steps away, you've got the Powell Street cable car, one of the most iconic forms of transportation in the city. These cable cars have been running since the late 1800s, and for a lot of visitors, this ends up being their first cable car ride in the city. If you want to ride the cable car, expect long lines during the Super Bowl week, but even just watching them go by is a classic San Francisco moment. Union Square is also surrounded by tons of food options, everything from quick bites and late night diners to sit-down restaurants that are great for groups. This makes it a really convenient area if you had a long day of sightseeing and just want something easy without traveling far. So if you're coming to the Bay Area for Super Bowl week, this is a really solid way to start your trip. You get some of San Francisco's most iconic landmarks, a classic food stop that's been part of the city's history for generations, a dessert spot you can't miss, and you end the day in a central area where a lot of Super Bowl visitors actually stay. In the next videos, I'm heading down to Santa Clara to cover where to eat near the stadium, and maybe even do a San Francisco tour part 2. So if you found this helpful, make sure you're subscribed. I got a full Super Bowl food and travel series coming up. Good eats, great vibes. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Oh, you do? Oh shit! What's up, bro? Yo, what's up?
First time to San Francisco to watch us.
Oh, really? Hey, you guys want a sticker?
I was your foodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want a sticker? I got some sticker for you guys. Oh yeah. You want to take a picture? Yeah.
We ate an hour.
Thank you, Tyson.
Yeah.